Imagine this. You are a farmer. 10,000 years ago, you have spent months growing wheat, barley, and grain. Your entire tribe depends on this food to survive the winter. Then one morning you wake up, and half of it is gone. Not eaten by a predator. Not stolen by another tribe, destroyed by thousands of tiny creatures that snuck in during the night. Rats, everywhere in your grain stores, in your food supply, in your shelter. No traps, no poison, no solution, just rats, multiplying every day, eating everything you worked for. Your tribe is facing starvation. And then one evening, you hear a sound near the grain storage. A hiss, a scratch, a short violent struggle. And then silence. You walk over carefully. At your feet lies a dead rat. Beside it sits a small, slim, golden-eyed creature, staring up at you. Completely calm. Like it did you a favor. And it did. You did not go looking for this animal. You did not train it. You did not invite it. It showed up, did its job, and sat there waiting to see what you would do next. That moment 10,000 years ago in the Middle East was the beginning of one of the strangest relationships in human history. And unlike dogs, which humans accidentally shaped over thousands of years, cats chose this arrangement themselves. Here is what actually happened. For most of human history, people were hunters and gatherers. They moved constantly and never stored food. Wildcats, the ancestors of every house cat alive today, avoided humans completely. Solitary, aggressive, territorial. They had no interest in people whatsoever. But then everything changed. Around 10,000 years ago, humans discovered farming. For the first time in history, people stopped moving. They built permanent settlements. They grew crops. They stored grain. And grain storage created something wildcats had never seen before: a concentrated, unlimited supply of rats and mice. A paradise for any predator small enough to hunt them. So the wildcats came. Not because of humans. Because of the rats that followed humans. The wildcats, slightly less afraid of humans, survived better near settlements than those that stayed in the wild. The aggressive ones got killed. The fearful ones missed out on easy food. But the ones that could tolerate humans, those ones thrived. Generation after generation, calmer wildcats survived near human settlements. And slowly, almost invisibly, they began to change. But here is where cats are completely different from dogs. Dogs were shaped by humans, selectively bred, changed, redesigned over thousands of years. Cats basically domesticated themselves. Scientists studying the DNA of modern house cats found something shocking: house cats are genetically almost identical to wildcats. Their bodies barely changed. Their hunting instincts are identical. Their territorial behavior is identical. The only thing that changed was their behavior around humans. Cats did not become domesticated because humans bred them to be friendly. They became domesticated because the friendly ones chose to stay near humans. And the unfriendly ones chose to leave. Natural selection did the rest. No human planned it. No human directed it. Cats just decided that living near humans was a good deal entirely on their own terms. Then something even stranger happened. Cats spread across the entire ancient world. Not because humans carried them. Because humans carried grain. Wherever grain ships sailed, rats followed. Wherever rats went, cats followed. Egyptian grain ships carried cats across the Mediterranean. Trading routes spread them into Europe and Asia. Within a few thousand years, cats had reached every corner of the ancient world, all by following the food chain that humans accidentally created. Humans built the road. Rats walked it. Cats followed the rats. Nobody planned any of it. Now here is the part that will surprise you. Despite 10,000 years of living beside us, cats never fully committed. Dogs evolved brains specifically designed to read human emotions. Cats did not bother. Studies show cats recognize their owner's voice perfectly. They can hear you calling from across the house. And they choose to ignore you anyway. Scientists tested how cats respond to strangers versus their owners. Dogs showed visible excitement and attachment with their owners. Cats showed almost no difference. They behaved nearly the same with complete strangers. Not because cats are stupid. Because cats never needed humans to survive. Dogs needed humans to hunt, protect them, and feed them. Cats just needed the rats that lived near humans. Humans were never the point. The rats were the point. Humans were just a useful side effect. And yet something unexpected happened over those 10,000 years. Cats developed one very specific ability. A sound that does not exist anywhere else in nature. The purr. Scientists discovered that the frequency of a cat's purr between 25 and 150 Hz falls within the range that promotes healing in human bones and tissue. When a cat purrs on your chest, it is biologically calming your nervous system. Your heart rate drops, your stress hormones decrease. Studies show cat owners have a 30% lower risk of dying from a heart attack than people who never owned cats. Nobody taught cats to do this. Nobody selected them for it. It just evolved. Accidentally, the same way everything about cats happened. So here is the full picture. Humans started farming. Farming attracted rats. Rats attracted wildcats. The wildcats that tolerated humans survived. And slowly, those wildcats became the creature now sitting on your keyboard, knocking your water glass off the table, and staring at you at Thram for no reason. You did not create cats. You created the conditions. And cats made the rest of the decision themselves. 1 billion cats alive today. And not a single one of them was ever truly domesticated. They just decided that humans were useful. And they have never let us forget who is actually in charge. Dogs were made for humans. Cats made humans work for them. And somehow, both of them ended up owning the internet.